guys. Welcome back to the podcast To the Moms, where we are your hosts, Kathy and Amaris. It's been a while since I've done the intro. Hello.
It has been.
How is everyone doing? I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Happy Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're doing a mental health check-in episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we did one back in October.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say. So it's been like, what is that, 4 months, 3 months?
It's been a while, and I know we said we wanted to do this once a month, but
I know, the holidays
took over. I was like literally looking back at the past artwork that we post every Thursday, and I'm like,
I know.
Did we not like have anything?
I could have sworn we had a second one, but we did like a similar one.
Yes.
It was like something in motherhood.
Yeah.
Mental health struggles in motherhood.
Yeah, I was literally just looking at it. It was called, what is it? Always Present, How Motherhood Intensified My Mental Health Struggles. But like that wasn't a mental health episode.
No.
I think I could be wrong. The first one was When Motherhood Feels Heavy, Talking Mental Health.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, like...
like what happened?
What happened? I'm going to have to come up with a title now.
Yeah, so we did that one, and I think we were both kind of in a... I want to say we were both in a little... Yeah, we were like in a funk.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us. It was like end of summer, beginning of fall. It was like that
holidays
weird transition, daylight savings, all the things.
Yeah.
So we want to tell you guys how things have been since we last recorded and where we're at right now. So I guess I'll jump in and start.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned to you guys on that episode that I either was going to a doctor's appointment or was scheduling one. I can't remember, but I was having really bad chest pains. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I scheduled like a wellness check or like a physical, and my doctor, the new doctor, because we moved to another town, love her. She's really nice. And we did an EKG. Everything came back normal. And she's like, I think you have anxiety. I don't mean to laugh.
No, I get that.
It's just, I don't know why that's funny to me. Because it's like, what the fuck? And she's explaining to me that anxiety presents itself sometimes in physical symptoms, which, I mean, I guess I knew that, but I didn't know that you can have like dizzy spells and chest pains constantly. I thought like something was wrong with my heart. I thought it was my cholesterol, and I brought that up to her, and she was like, I don't know why your other doctor like said your cholesterol was alarming. Like, this is normal. Like, it's a little bit elevated, but she's like, you'll be fine. I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna trust your word for it. So everything came back normal.
Mm-hmm.
And then she brought up medication. Now, if you guys remember that episode, I think I swore that I wasn't going to get on medication, or I said like it wasn't for me. I think we both said that. So I just think it's funny how life, I don't know. Anyways, so she was like, how do you feel about it? I'm like, I don't know. I brought up all of my concerns. I have really bad like health anxiety around medicine. Like I don't even like taking Tylenol or ibuprofen if I don't have to. So she ended up prescribing me Lexapro, which is an antidepressant. And I initially I was like, okay, like I'll think about it. She was like, I'll put the prescription in, think about it, you know, you decide. I had it sitting at CVS for like 2 weeks. And I got a text message from CVS, like, today's the last day, like, blah, blah, blah. So I picked it up, and then I just kept it in my cabinet for like a week. And I decided to take it. I was so nervous. I took it at night one night, and I was fine. But the reason I got on it, I want to tell you guys, is because I've been struggling with my mental health, like really bad depression. That's very up and down, which I've talked about here before. Anxiety, and it just got to a point where I felt like I couldn't regulate my emotions like on my own, like the anxiety was taking over me, and I couldn't deal with those dizzy spells. Like I would get them sometimes when driving.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I remember one time I was at Carter's getting a gift for my friend's baby, And I had a dizzy spell, like in the middle of the store. Like I wasn't even anxious. But then my
Right.
doctor was telling me, like, sometimes it just comes out of nowhere. It could be like certain traumas, like maybe going into the baby store triggers something in me or something that I saw. Like it could be like the smallest thing that
Right.
triggers you somehow. You may not even realize it. Like it's crazy, like the way, anxiety and depression come up for people.
Right.
But I started it, and the first 2 weeks were really rough because you're kind of in this adjustment period. And I almost gave up, and I pushed through the first 2 weeks. So the side effects, everything was pretty much settled, except for a few. I had really bad clenching, like in my jaw, which is like a common side effect I've heard. And the number one thing that I was experiencing, which I'll touch on in a little bit, I was having like anger. like I don't want to say anger issues, but it was just weird. Like I would just wake up angry, like ready to fight. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like just very irritable. Like everything would set me off. And I'd have to like check myself, like, girl, what's going on here? So at the 1 month mark, I went back to my doctor because I'm like, okay, I think I want to come off of this because I don't know. I just don't like the way I'm acting. And I told her my concerns, and she was like, okay, we can wean off a little bit. I started to wean off, but then I started feeling sad. And for the first time, I wasn't sad. Like for a whole month leading up until then, wasn't depressed at all. It was weird. Like things did not faze me. I wasn't sad about certain things. I would get over things like very easily, and I really liked that. And so did Blue. Like I wouldn't overanalyze certain things, and I wasn't anxious per se, but I definitely was angry. I don't know why. So anyways, I think after a week of weaning off the medicine, I started to feel sad. And that's when I realized, oh crap, like, okay, the medication was working. It was doing something. So I let my doctor know that I was going to continue taking it. I was going to give it the full 2 months because that's what people recommend.
Okay.
To see like to get the full effect. And then my cycles in November and December, girl, were so bad. And it was from the medication. Like very painful. Like I couldn't get, it was really bad.
Oh my gosh.
It was so painful. Like the worst cycles I've ever had in my life. And then also my mood was just very moody, very up and down. I was like, I cannot go through every single month. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because it would be like a couple days before my cycle, like during the cycle. So that's like 2 weeks out of the month, Like I can't. And we already deal with that shit every month. Yeah. So it's like, think that, but like times 100, like on steroids. So I made the decision to come off of it, which is such a bummer. And it was a really hard decision because it truly was working for me. And I felt very defeated after that. And I don't think I'm open to trying anything else. I think right now I'm at a point. Do you hear Snoke barking?
I do. It's okay.
I'm at a point right now where I'm trying to manage things in a more holistic way, spending more time outside, jogging, taking my vitamins. And that has helped. So I guess I'll explain like how I'm feeling now. I'm okay. I'm not the best I've ever been. I'm not the worst I've ever been, but I'm okay. Like I'm handling my emotions okay. I feel like pouring my heart into content creation has helped a lot. And jogging.
Yeah.
Because it keeps my mind busy and I like feeling creative.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But January was a really hard month, and for everyone. It's just so much going on, and it's so overwhelming. It's like one thing after another. My grandma passed away too in January. It's just like, I don't know. But right now I can confidently say that I'm doing okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that's my update. How are you doing?
Well, like
that
you
was
said,
a lot. I'm sorry.
No, they're fine. That was like we all needed to hear
Yeah.
your story, and I
Yeah.
do want to comment before I start saying it. One, I'm
Yeah.
glad you tried it because now it's like, well, I tried it didn't work.
Yeah.
Next steps, you
Because
know?
I didn't want to have that like what if, because
Exactly.
I had this friend, this mom friend. I'm not gonna mention her name. She's on it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the reason that I decided to go for it, because she kept telling me how life-changing it was for her and
Yeah.
how much of a better mom she is now because of it. So I didn't want to have that like what if. Like what if this is the one thing that like not completely takes away the mental health
like
struggles, but like really
you.
help. Yeah, exactly. So I am glad that I tried it.
Do you hear my son?
Yeah. Oh.
He's pissed. What was I saying? I'm glad you tried it.
That I tried the medication, yeah, and realized it's not for me.
Yeah, and I'm glad you did because it kind of sort of like beats the stigma around like taking the pills to like help you with like your mental health and stuff like that. Because I know growing up, like I've seen people and I'm like, oh, isn't there like medication for that? They're like, no, like they just deny it, and it's just like,
yeah,
no, I'm not judging, but if there's medication out there that can help, you can give it a try just to like see how it works. And if you don't like it, you could just get off of it. So I am proud of you for like trying it out.
Thank you.
My mental health, when I think about that, I just see one big question mark come to my head because like
that's how I feel too. That's why I said like I'm okay. Like I don't really know.
Yeah, like I think I'm okay. I wake up.
Yeah.
I do what I have to do. I'm going to the gym. I'm washing my face. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm having that time for myself. Laundry still. I am every night. Like the kids go to bed and then I come straight down and I take care of me first.
That's your non-negotiable.
That's my like not like I don't care. This just could be piled. There could be laundry that needs to be folded. Once the kids are sleeping, I go downstairs. I become one with the couch and I'm doom scrolling.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that shit too.
Like or I'll watch a documentary, which I had to stop because the documentaries I was watching.
What are you watching? Was crime stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I had to stop because I was just like,
once you start, it's really hard to stop.
But no, like I really like Abraham and I. We were like, we need to stop.
No, we go through that too.
Like
me and Blue, we go through periods where it's like, oh my god, let's watch another one. It's like, all right.
Yes, and like it was for like a week straight. We were just watching one documentary after another, and I was just like, you know what? I think watching those was affecting my mental.
That's so funny. So you're like, something has to change here.
Something has to change. I cannot. I need a break.
Yeah.
So that's been good, and like. Now that Abraham is back in school and he's busy.
Yeah.
So he's just really busy with everything that he has to get done. And we didn't think this online class would be intense, but it's intense.
Oh man.
Like it's Monday through Sunday. Every
Monday
night
through Sunday?
He is doing something either for his 9 to 5, his side business or schoolwork or
God
like doing like I know we're going through it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I know that you've been going through it because he's been so busy and I'm sure that affects you too.
Yeah, it affects me because like now like I'm like the primary house and caretaker for like, everyone. And now he needs to go in the office 3 times a week, so that means every Wednesday I'm dragging Cirilla or sometimes Monday.
That's a lot.
To speech, and like it's not bad. I thought I was gonna hate it, and I was like, I'm gonna hate this so much, but then I like switch that negativity to positivity. I was like, okay, well that's 25 minutes that thing gets to work one-on-one with his speech therapist, and that's 25 minutes I can get with her to work on something educational. So like we're learning math. We're learning 1 plus 1 is
perspective.
1 plus 1 is 2. You heard me? I was gonna say 1 plus 1 was 1. Girl, I gotta go back to school. So we look forward to that, and she loves going to speech because, one, she's spending time with me.
That's good that
She's
she likes
learning. She
it. So
loves
that's one
learning.
less thing that you have to worry about.
Yeah. So like he'll go in and I'll be like, all right, like on boom, and we'll take turns. I'm also practicing turn taking with her.
Yeah.
You pick one activity first, I'll pick the other activity. So like that's been nice. So we're working on a little bit of everything. Is it exhausting? It is so exhausting. I don't think I've ever been more exhausted.
Oh no.
I can't remember.
No.
You know? Like I don't even think like the infant stages was like this with like having like both kids because like they actually napped. So it doesn't nap.
Right. So you're just constantly like go, 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 go.
I'm constantly go, 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 or like negotiating with her, like, can you please play with Play-Doh by yourself? And like I have to teach her. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't have to be with you 24/7. I'm gonna make myself clear. I do not. I'm setting that boundary with her. I'm like, you as a child need to learn how to independent play.
I was gonna say because once she goes to school, like
she's not gonna know how to independent play, having choice time, and they do have choice time. I think 2 times a day for like I don't know how long it is, but here at the house I'm like for 30 minutes you need to pick a toy, play by yourself. That's non-negotiable. She wants to give me a hard time. I'm like, listen, the longer you give me a hard time, the less time you're gonna have with me.
Yeah.
So 30 minutes to yourself. This way that I can quickly clean. I can wash my face in the morning because I cannot wake up early in the morning.
Me either.
Because
like before the kids?
Before I can't. Thane does not let me sleep in.
Yeah, I can't be one of those moms either, unfortunately. I would love to.
I used to.
I would love to.
And it was amazing. But Thane will sometimes Thane is up before 6.
Yeah.
So am I supposed to wake up at 4?
Right, yeah. Yeah, no. You guys wake up really early regardless, so.
Yeah, so I'm just like, no.
You can't.
So I take all the time I need for myself at nighttime.
Yeah.
By like 10:30, I'm like, all right, it's time to clean up this house. Let's clean up the kitchen. Usually Abraham tackles the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because that's just one way he can help out, but like he can't because by 11 he needs to be sleeping so that he can wake up and get his day ready. So Monday through Friday, it's me taking care of the kids, bringing them downstairs, making breakfast, just doing everything.
This class is just the semester, right?
I think it ends.
Does it end in
Doesn't end in it either ends in March or April.
Okay.
But then I think a week or 2 weeks later, the second class starts, and then I think it ends in July, either June or July. I forget. So it's just temporary. It will end, I think, next year because he has 4 classes left. So he's taking 2 right now. So then next year he'll have 2 more to go, and then he will graduate.
Jesus.
So I'm just like, it's fine. It's gonna be worth it in the long run.
Yeah, you guys better go on like a big ass vacation at the end of all this.
I'm sure we would.
Yeah. To celebrate.
But yeah, I'm just like I'm so busy.
You're drained and busy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I feel drained and busy, and I know I should be sleeping by like maybe 10:30.
Same.
But sometimes I don't sleep until like 12 or 1 because I'm just like, well.
You and I be texting each other like
I know,
at 1
like
o'clock in the morning.
Or sending videos. Like last night I was
this girl's up.
I need sleep. But I was on a live watching a protest happening in
I know you
in
did
LA.
send me that. Yeah, you did send me that.
And like the way I came across the live, there was like a bunch of cops, and I was like, what's tea, sis? I don't think there was like any tea. I think they were just making sure that everything was fine.
I was watching it for like 5 minutes.
And I was like, nothing's happening good. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like witnessing something. I'm like, oh my gosh. But like nothing was happening. The guy ended up leaving the area. I was like, all right, it's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah.
It's time for me to go to sleep.
Then you spiral. That's what happens. You go down into a spiral.
Not that I spiral. I'm just like.
You be spiraling sometimes. No? I spiral
with
sometimes.
What's going on in the world?
Not just that, or just anything like anything big going on. It could be like celebrity news, it could be like a case of something like.
Oh, I don't think I spiral. Like I have like a high intensity interest and I'm like, what's
Yeah.
the tea?
Yeah.
But spiraling to me is like the world's gonna
Oh,
end.
oh
The
no,
aliens are coming. The aliens are coming. I'm not that. If I was that, then like take my phone away,
Oh
please.
no, I take spiraling kind of lightly. I'm just dramatic.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Like I remember
Like
the whole like coughing, oh my gosh, coffee situation. I'm just like, well, if
the
coffee
cough.
gets too expensive, like the
Oh
coffee grounds,
yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
take caffeine pills. I'm gonna lose weight. No more syrups, no more coffee creamers. It's a
There's
win-win situation.
there's tea.
Who's
I
drinking
don't know.
tea
I know
to get the caffeine,
that you need.
caffeine
Yeah,
that you need? See, I can't even talk because I'm tired. I did not drink my green tea latte. I
I
ended up
didn't drink my
doing
second
a
coffee.
uh but yeah, I think my mental health is just is a question mark. I'm just busy. There's no time for
Yeah,
me to be like,
right.
I'm sad. I'm
Yeah.
this. I'm that. Like I just don't
Mhm.
have time because I'm so tired. I have to get things done so
Mhm.
that my husband isn't stressing out that the house is like dirty or that the kids won't have the
Mhm.
utensils and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking it day by day. And then like now I have Fane's IEP um renewal meeting next month. So there's
Okay.
preparing myself for that. I'm sure it'll go smoothly, but again, you never know what's going to happen in this world. So it's kind of just like
Mhm.
you're just sitting on like where we truly have to just wait and see.
Yeah.
But today in the mail, I just got the prize document and it's parental rights in special education. It's a document that they have to send you every meeting that they have. They have to send that to you. And it's like a thick book. Like, do I have it here? No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. It's here. It's thick.
You
It's
have everything in
thick.
that room.
I do. This
Every
is
time you're like, "Where is that? Do I have it here?" And then you
yeah.
just pull it out of nowhere. Like what the hell? Literally
Like
everything.
I do. This is like my little office. Like I have like it's a mess. I'm like
And
looking at it.
it's like the magic hat of your house.
It
Like,
is.
it
And then
has
when people sleep
everything.
over, I'm like, I gotta make this look
Yeah.
nice because like this room is just it has everything. Like I do have to get organized because with all the IEP stuff and documents they get me, I need to have a file. But this is a surprise. So
Okay.
it's like that, but it's double sided.
Oh wow.
It's double sided. So
Oh wow. Okay.
every year I read it because you just never know what's different. And I start highlighting things like going through the IEP stuff with your child in public school. It takes time.
Really?
So it does because you have to understand your rights and then you have to read the evaluations if there is any evaluations being done. I don't think evaluations are being done just because they were done last year. This is just a what the fuck do they call it? Excuse my language.
It's okay.
Invitation for it's the annual review of the IEP. So it's just a review like, hey, based on his strengths and weaknesses and goals that he's met, this is what we're changing in the IEP. Do you agree? Do you want to add something?
Okay.
You know, but like you have to understand your rights because you just never know. I don't trust. I trust his teacher and I trust his case manager cares.
Okay.
And I trust the speech therapist and the occupational therapist, but everyone else, like, I don't know you. This whole IEP team is new, so I'm kind of nervous. But I know once we get over this, then I know like who's pretty much his IEP team.
Okay.
I can get to know them.
When is it again? You said next month?
It's next month, yeah. Which
wow, I cannot believe that.
Honestly,
that
that's
February.
early.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous as to why it's 2 months
early.
Oh
yeah, you did mention that to me the other day.
I don't know if they're going based upon last year or the year before. Because I do remember when I first met with the IEP team, it actually was in February. Now that I'm thinking about it, or maybe it was March. So the fact that it's 2 months early, I'm just like, interesting. Why? We did get an email from our school district based on, I don't mean to get political, I won't get too political here, but with everything going on, a lot of parents have been asking questions like what's going to happen and this and that, and they're like, in the gist of it, they said, we don't know. Thank you for your patience and understanding, but we're going to figure out what we're going to do. So I'm just like, when I think about that stuff, you ever seen that meme where it's like SpongeBob or like a dog is like in an office and it's on fire and they're just like,
oh yeah. Yes.
That's exactly how I feel with anything regarding school.
Yeah,
and then
of course, because
it's up in the air. No one knows what's really gonna happen, and it's my child who is autistic and needs support. And then there's this whole preschool lottery system. Cirilla is in the lottery.
Okay.
But I don't know if she's going to get picked because
I know you were so stressed out last year about that.
Yo, last year, oh my God, I was bugging. Yeah. I know, I was spiraling. That was spiraling.
You're like, what am I going to do? Oh my God.
What am I going to do?
She needs to go to school.
She has to go to school. Like, I can't homeschool her. This is a lot. Oh my gosh, she's such a firecracker. She needs to be humble to being in public education. She needs to follow rules and boundaries.
I know.
Then she didn't get in, and I was just like, there goes me going back to work.
Right. I'm kind of in that same boat now, but I decided that I'm not going to put Grayson in school this year.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to apply. There's a lottery here in my town. I'll apply next year.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, he's only little for so long, man. I'm only going to have him. This might be the last year that I have him, just me and him. So
right, you want to make the most of it. You want to make it count.
Yeah, and then not to mention if we don't get into the lottery, then the alternative is paying, and it's expensive out here. So,
or you could do what I did: put him in the lottery, see what happens, and if he doesn't get in, he stays home.
No, but I think I want him.
Wait a minute. I thought you said for preschool you had to pay.
You do, but there is one school that offers a lottery here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just one school.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I think the application is around now.
It's now.
And then they announced it, I think, April.
Yeah, so I won't find out until April. But I got the email, I think Friday, confirming that because she was already waitlisted, she's automatically going to be put in the lottery. So I emailed them back. I'm like, in the event that she doesn't get placed,
well,
can you? Yeah. What happened?
I guess I'm confused with the. Okay, so our town, the lottery is like a small amount of kids that don't have to pay for the. Like you get selected, and it's like if you are in that lottery, then you don't have to pay for pre-K.
So our lottery,
regardless, you have to pay for pre-K here.
So that's not how our lottery system works. Our lottery system is they only have a certain amount of seats available.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's like bingo, like literally. So every kid is assigned a number.
Yeah.
And then if your number isn't picked for the certain amount that's available, you're not going to preschool. It is free. Before it wasn't free, but because my town, I don't want to say my town because I don't want to say my town. We got funding from the state of New Jersey to expand our preschool. And I think from what I understand, the reason why we got the funding, and we got a shit ton of funding, is because the model that they're doing for preschool is multi-age. So 3, 4, and possibly 5-year-olds can be put into this preschool. So the state of New Jersey really liked that. So because of that, that's why they can't guarantee 4-year-olds getting into preschool.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because of their whole, when they did the application, they explained it as multi-age. And I was like, So back to I emailed them on Friday. I'm like, in the event that she doesn't get placed in, can you send me a list of things that these preschoolers would be learning so that she's not falling behind in kindergarten?
Right.
I don't know if the secretary didn't understand what I was writing.
Yeah.
But she called me in a panic. She's like, "Hi, what is your child's name?" And I'm like, and I tell her name. She's like, "Yeah." And she starts explaining to me how like she's not placed. I'm like, I understand she's not placed, but she's waitlisted. I'm asking, and I repeat my question. She was like, "Oh, no one has ever asked me that question before." I'm like, no one has ever asked you for like a list of stuff that they
like
would be
curriculum.
learning, like yeah, exactly.
That's like the first thing I want to. That's the first thing I want to do. Like when I'm gonna put my child to school. Are you kidding me?
I was like, no one has ever asked you that. She's like, yeah, no one has ever asked us that question before. And you know why no one asked that question? Because they're either okay with their kids being home or at a babysitter's because they have to work, or they're paying for a daycare or some private school. I
guess, yeah.
I'm not paying for private school. I'm not paying for private school. Shit is expensive.
Girl, it's so expensive.
And it's just gonna get worse.
And then for us, so one thing I'm kind of worried about. One, I don't want Grayson to fall behind when he's in kindergarten. But also the kindergarten here is half day is free and then full day you have to pay.
Yeah.
For kindergarten.
Because kindergarten's not necessary. It's not, no, not
I didn't even know that.
Required.
Yeah, so it's like if I do the half day kindergarten, is he gonna be fine? Or like with the 1 year pre-K and then going into kindergarten, I don't know. I'm just, the whole school stuff gets me a little bit stressed. But Blue's not even worried about it. He's like, Grayson's so smart, you have nothing to worry about, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but you never know. Like,
yeah, as long as they're working with him things at home, like, he should be fine. But yeah, I was just like, so like the whole school stuff with both my kids, it's a little stressful because like I just don't know.
Yeah, sorry, girl.
What it's going to be like. I could be homeschooling both my kids in a couple of months.
You really don't know. Like this is such a waiting game for you right now.
It is.
I'm stressed for you.
Honestly, that's what stresses me out because it's like, what are my capabilities of teaching a kid who's on the spectrum? That's why he goes to public education in a self-contained classroom with staff members and teachers who are specialized in this. Like, for heaven's sakes, teachers went to school and they have to do extra classes, extra courses to become a special education teacher.
Right.
So it's like, are you going to offer that to parents to like homeschool?
Yeah.
Like, what
is the alternative?
What's the alternative for these kids who have disabilities? So I'm a little stressed about that, and that's all I'm gonna say, because then I'm gonna spiral.
No, don't. Let's not do that.
Talk my shit and bite my lip.
Let's send Amaris some positive vibes, you guys.
Yeah, let's
pray that everything goes well for the kiddos.
For the kids, because it's all about these kids.
Truly
I'm always about these kids. I'm always about these kids.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just sticking to routine, because it's only been like, week 2? I think this might be going on week 3 with Abe being in school and me having to do everything. And I'm just like, how am I going to make it? How am I going to make it?
You're so strong and like amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I stopped content creating, and I've been meaning to tell you, I really love your coffee and record videos.
Thank you.
Like, that is so original. I've never seen anyone. I'm like, that shit is smart.
I've actually had that idea for like a while. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I've never seen it before. It's like a fun series.
It's so original.
Thanks, girl. It's so fun.
And I love how it's just like, it's quiet. And then you like, I don't know what you call the little thingy. You like put it on.
I don't even know what that's called. Blue does it. So I don't know what it's called.
and then the music starts. I'm like, damn, that's nice.
Thanks, girl. I've been trying to do it every day. So it's like, I know that's one video that I have to make every day. And it hasn't even been like stressful. Like Grayson likes to hang out with Blue in the mornings, like when he wakes up. Like we have really slow mornings. So I take that time, I just get ready really quick, go do the record shot, and then I'll do the coffee like whenever I have time during the day, you know. But thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I love that. I've been meaning to tell you that.
But yeah, with content creation, I'm sure that like you don't even have. No wonder you haven't.
Care if I'm being honest.
Have time. You really don't have time, Amaris.
I just don't. I don't care. Like I'm just like, you guys want to see my busy life every single day where I'm like de-escalating fights, redirecting everyone to eat their food.
I knew you were busy, but now I'm realizing like how
like all day busy. Sunday, Abraham was just doing homework. And I'm just laying on the couch, and me and Cirilla were like, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?
No way.
Are you done yet?"
That's
and I'm
hard.
just
It's like you want to spend time together as a family on the weekend,
right? And like, granted, on Saturday we woke up, made breakfast, and then he had to go to Camden to fix something, and I was just like,
"What is this dog doing?"
I really wanted to go out and do grocery shopping so that Sunday I could just clean and chill, but like couldn't do that. So then Sunday came, and I'm like, this man has so much homework to do and so much quizzes to do. So then I had to like watch the kids and like clean and do everything. He is there, but then like him being out, he just takes 3 times longer to get things done because then he's stopping what he's doing. It was very much like chaotic.
Man.
And then he's staying up because last night he had to get quizzes done, and he's after every quiz he's like passing out, and I'm
he
like,
needs to be careful driving and like really take care of himself.
Yeah, no, he is like, he's actually getting more sleep now than he was before.
Really? Okay, good.
And like, oddly enough, we are spending more time together now than before, and I think it's because like he takes out his laptop and we're in the living room. The lights are very dimmed. I'm on my phone, he's doing his thing, and we're just like next to each other. So like we are spending more time together.
Right.
It's just during the day. Yeah, exactly. We're making it work. It's just, I'm busy. I want to consecrate. There's times I'm like, oh, I want to consecrate, but then it's like, I'm putting out fires everywhere. And then by the time it gets for me to like actually edit, I'm just like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't care. I just want to focus on, or if I do care, just work on it like little by little. But I put my TikTok page on private. I was just like, I don't.
That's okay. You'll get back to it when you're ready, if you want to get back to it, you know?
Right. Right now, I'm just like, I kind of just want to talk about, like, things on the podcast, and then things about, like, autism on my other page.
Yeah.
On the page that people know.
Do you hear this dog? She's barking at the dogs that live, like, next door. Like, they're just having a competition here.
I got the dog biscuits.
Yeah.
I got the bacon.
Oh my God. They bark at each other through the fence like no other.
That's hilarious.
But then Snow doesn't bark at, like, my neighbor / landlord. She has a little dog, and Snow loves the dog. I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's because
do you hear this? Like, what is going on? No.
But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking at my beautiful
Any last
list.
words?
Any last words? Make sure you make time for yourself every single day, even if it's like 20 minutes out of the 24 hour. Get it done.
Agree.
You will feel better.
Yeah. Any little thing. Yeah, just carve out some time for yourself, Mama, because you deserve it. And I know it's February already. I was going to touch on this topic of if we've started our resolutions, but we can do that on another time because
I don't even remember what it is. I just want to say, this point,
if you haven't started, like, it's okay. Like,
it's okay.
I don't think Amaris and I started.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
That's year mom life has for you. Been like, I feel like it's already been like 6 months.
Because January was so long. It was the longest month ever. Why? Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's episode. If you are not following us on our socials, what are you doing? Check out our YouTube, our Instagram, and our TikTok. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Sorry. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye.